What's up everyone? Welcome back to another build crafting video. This time it is the Star Seeker. Here we go, guys. As you can see, the guy couldn't do anything. You can stay pretty far from your enemies and deal amazing single target and AoE damage. Both guys. Now, let's go over some of the stats and all that. Alright, first let's get into the stats. This is level 123, so you have 27 levels left. Alright, now there are a few things you can do. You can dump most of them or all of them into Vigor. You can dump half into Vigor and half into Mind. You can try to split them evenly between Vigor, Mind, Faith, and Intelligence. I do not recommend putting any points into Endurance. You do not need it for here. You do not need more than 10, to be honest. Because you're always looking for perfect, you know, the perfect moment, pretty much, where you, because some of these spells take long to cast, like, you know, ELDEN stars, so you're gonna have to wait for the perfect opportunity to present itself for you to cast it. So you're gonna be dodging a lot, you're gonna be waiting a lot, unless you know the mechanics really well for the bosses and all that. So you have a lot to do, you know, still, until you reach level 150. If you're planning on going beyond that, you just want to dump most of your points into Faith, Intelligence, Mind, and Vigor, and that's it. That's all you really need. If you're gonna go to level 200, 300, maybe you're doing NG plus 7 or something, then yeah, those are the 4 different stats that you want. That's all you have to do. Now, Lusas Gunsen's staff, it helps you do more damage with some spells, and oh god. How do we read the item description? Alright, fine. There we go. Staff, alright, enhances power of all sorceries. Alright, but consumes additional FP. So that's more damage with all your sorceries. This is why you have this one. This one reduces the, you know, the casting speed, so you can cast faster, but I'd rather do more damage, and also it will also, you know, it will take more mana for you to cast spells with that staff as well. This one is the best seal for any Intelligence Faith build, period. So you want to go for it. It has 0 weight as well, which is like a, you know, cherry on top right there. Right here you can go for different things like this. Like, for example, if you read this, you know, read at the very bottom almost. What power remains within raises the potency of Lusat's primeval current sorceries at the cost of additional FP consumption. And this one's for Azur's primeval current sorceries, cost for additional FP consumption. So you can use things like that. I believe one of them here gives you 2 intel. Yeah, see, look at my intelligence. It says 52. This makes it 55. This makes it 55. So this gives 3 intelligence extra boost right there. Some of these things will give you, like, look at this one, gives you mind. So you can go for that instead of what I have. I might go for that actually. I mean, having a little bit of extra mind isn't bad, and I think, you know, like this can go with the theme that I got going there. My guy right here doesn't do anything. All right, this one doesn't do anything. So you want to go and you go through all of these. See, this one gives you more intelligence as well. Um, so you want to go through all of them and see what the bonuses are. You know, this gives intelligence as well, just not as much, just 2. This increases endurance by 2. And like, you know, there are some hidden, oh, this increases, goddamn, by like what? 7, 8? By 8 points? Arcane? That's not bad. And as you go through, strength by 2. So, you know, you don't need strength or any of this stuff here. Most of the stuff is useless. This one, faith by 1 point. So if you just pay attention as, you know, scroll through what all the items you find, this increases his faith by 2 instead of 1. Um, so you can use items like that. However, I feel like, you know, the thing that will probably fit the most is this. I mean, like, I can still wear this and still look cool. Alright, now about the chest pieces, for example, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to check. I don't see anything increasing stats, so I think it's only the headpieces that you have to worry about. But there are some like hidden bonuses, like this one. If you wear this, they can't hear your footsteps, so there are some hidden bonuses that you're gonna have to check out and look for in armor pieces. Unfortunately, I do not know them, but I know there are some. And here, I believe they don't give you anything, so you can just wear whatever you want. So, like, this is even another look right here. It works. I'm not sure if this is my favorite outfit, but it goes with the theme for the time being. And I just got a bit more, you know, mana, so we're good. 2 extra points into mine, or is it 3 points? Because I have 39, I'm on like what now? 42, is it? Mine is at 42 from 39, so 3 extra points, you know, for free, pretty much, just for wearing them into mine. Now I got just a little bit more mana. I could now, you know, invest 3 points somewhere else into intelligence, faith, or vigor. And now there are a few things I want to discuss, guys. Last but not least, we're gonna go into our spells here. Okay, there's not much here. This is what you want. You want Black Flame's protection, mainly due to the fact that you have very little health, and even if you have more health, even if you have 40 vigor, you still will be taking a lot of damage, especially from the end game bosses, you know what I mean? So, like, Black Flame's protection with Golden Vow will make sure that your damage reduction is there, especially when you're using, you know, talismans such as Magic and Holy um, Scorpion Charms. Those both make you take more damage, so having 2 spells that improve your defenses is really crucial. Alright, I believe this one lasts longer. This is why I cast this first, then this. Of course, I take my Flask of Wondrous Physic first, because that lasts for 3 minutes, which also does more damage there, since we have the Holy and Magic Shrouding Cracked Tears in it. Terra Magica, usually you want to buff, get those 2 off, and then get as close as you can without aggroing the enemy. Use this, and use this, and immediately if you think you can, you know, get even closer, use this. And if you can't, you can go for this if you don't have enough mana. This will help you stagger. You drink mana, you spam this a few times. The target will definitely stagger. With Elden Stars, one of those and a few of those, it will definitely stagger. As soon as it staggers, you want to go for the Founding Rain of Stars. And from there, you can just, you know, pile it up if you can do an Elden Stars with the Founding Rain of Stars as well. With Stars of Ruin, and Triple Rings of Light, Like there's nothing. Like as soon as he staggers, you want to get this off first if you can, and if you think you have time to get them both off, go ahead, go for them both. But I would get this one off because these are usually hard to get off. So when they stagger is the perfect time to use the spell. Now, depending on who you're fighting, you can use. There are two or three other spells that I usually like to add or like take out, switch around sometimes. I don't mind using this. Like I don't know what you would remove to remove it to use this instead. I wouldn't really use this. I mean, unless it's like very situational and I want to kill a target from really far and I want heavy damage. Because Elden Stars, by the time it reaches a far target, it's barely gonna do any damage. But this will. So this is one of the spells that I can somewhat recommend. Um, Night Maiden's Mist is very situational as well, but a pretty good spell to use. I believe it doesn't even get aggro if you like cast it from from a safe location, you can damage and kill enemies without them even knowing what the hell is going on. I don't use these because I have the whole build for all this Ghost Flame spells. However, another spell is this one. This will, will just make sure, this is only against casters, of course, so this will make sure that you're dishing out damage while they're not, since this will be absorbing most of their spells, not all of them. And this one as well is the last spell that I want to talk about. Darkness is very good to use with um, the Founding Rain of Stars. This is a very, very good way to set them up together. You cast that, the enemy can't see. You cast this, and you create some distance before, it starts raining down on them. And if you're safe enough, you cast an Elden stars on their ass, and it's pretty much over. Or even you can go for the triple rings of light while, the founding rain of stars is raining down. You throw some rings of light in there. Whatever enemy in front of you is pretty much dead. Especially if you have a lot of enemies, then I would go for this. If there's only one, then this would do. But if you want to stagger them, then you throw this followed by this. If you just want to damage them, you go for this. And that's it. And that is all you need for this build. Now, you can, if you would like, to use Redagon's Rings of Light, but this is a nice AoE if you're surrounded from all sides. But to be honest, you don't need it. Okay, this is optional, only if you really love the spell, then use it. I don't know what you replace it with, because like everything else in there is very important. So unless you're gonna use maybe let's see. I don't have it. The Moon of Nextella. I don't have it, guys. I don't need it. But if you really want to, throw in two more spells, you get that one. It allows you to hold additional. It pretty much just gives you two additional memory slots, so you can have two more spells or one more spell depending on the spell. But it's not that important to me. I don't think you have to have it, but you should always pick it up. But you don't have to always equip it. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you feel like you want to have 12 spells, then I told you what they are. Probably Darkness and Eternal Darkness are very good for CC spells to make sure you're not taking damage from things that'll attack you from afar. Because melee are gonna have to get close to you, and you're gonna be casting a lot of shit. They're not gonna want to get close to you. And from afar, Eternal Darkness will make sure that you're not really taking much or any damage while they are. And Darkness is for melee, not bosses, but it would work on this giant that we just fought. It would work on almost everything else except for bosses, I believe. So it's a very powerful spell and can be utilized in many ways in this build here. Other than that, guys, this build I believe is complete. It's probably the most optimized build that I have. Honestly, I'm just missing like a magic scorpion charm and that's it. So I'm gonna have to end it here, guys. I hope you liked it. And that'll be the end of this. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to watch more content like this for Elden Ring, Dying Light 2, and a bunch of other games, playthroughs, game guides, build guides. Or simply to support the channel and help us reach 300 subscribers as we make our way to 1K. Anyways, everyone, thanks again. Have a great day. Take care and peace.